When you first won the lottery, because Brandy was so much the apple of your eye, did you give her money?
I gave her about $2,000 a week.
And how old was she?
She was 17.
So you're giving a child, a teenager, $2,000 a week.
She was very responsible with her money.
But you bought her a number of cars, didn't you?
Yes.
How many?
4.
So it's a 17-year-old with 4 cars. Again, was that altogether sensible?
In 2002, he won the largest Powerball jackpot in American history at the time, $315 million. Overnight, he went from a small-town construction magnate to one of the wealthiest men in the country. But within a decade, that fortune was gone. His family torn apart. His life consumed by tragedy. This is the story of how the lottery didn't just make Jack Whittaker rich. It destroyed everything around him.
Probably because of the money.
You really believe that?
I really believe that. I know I really had my arms around her and protected her before I won the lottery. And once I won the lottery, there wasn't enough of me to get my arms around everything, to hold it and protect it.
It was Christmas night, 2002. Jack Whittaker, a 55-year-old contractor from West Virginia, bought a Powerball ticket at a Speedway gas station. He didn't think much of it. He was already a self-made millionaire, the owner of a successful construction company. But lightning struck. Jack's ticket matched all 6 numbers, $315 million. After taxes, he took home $113 million in cash, still the biggest single-ticket payout ever claimed at that time. When asked how he felt, Jack laughed. "I've been blessed. I'll never change. Money won't change me," but those words would haunt him. Because money didn't just change Jack Whittaker, it unraveled him. Jack Whittaker wasn't born into wealth. He grew up poor, working hard to build his construction empire from nothing. By 2002, he was already worth $17 million. He didn't need the lottery. But like millions of Americans, he played for fun. Winning didn't just make him wealthy, it made him a celebrity. Jack donated millions to build new churches, gave $14 million to create a foundation for the poor, and handed out $100 bills to strangers. He was a modern-day Santa Claus. Reporters loved him. He strutted into strip clubs with a briefcase of cash. He bragged about carrying $500,000 in his car at all times. At first, Jack Whittaker was living the dream. But in reality, he had just opened the gates to hell. Jack's generosity made him a target. His house was burglarized multiple times. His car was broken into repeatedly, thieves stealing hundreds of thousands in cash. He was sued dozens of times by people claiming he owed them money. He started drinking heavily. Bar fights, public scandals. The once beloved hometown hero began to look like a cautionary tale. And then came the family. Jack adored his granddaughter, Brandy. He showered her with cash, cars, and gifts. But the sudden access to money fueled a spiral of drugs and reckless living.
When you first won the lottery, because Brandy was so much the apple of your eye, did you give her money?
I gave her about $2,000 a week.
And how old was she?
She was 17.
So you're giving a child, a teenager, $2,000 a week.
She was very responsible with her money.
But you bought her a number of cars, didn't you?
Yes.
How many?
4.
So it's a 17-year-old with 4 cars. Again, was that altogether sensible?
By 2004, Jack admitted publicly, "I wish I had torn that ticket up." Brandy, just 17 years old, began hanging out with the wrong crowd. In 2004, her boyfriend was found dead at Jack's home, a suspected overdose. Brandy herself went missing later that year. Her body was found wrapped in plastic.
Brandy was found dead, wrapped in a plastic sheet and dumped behind a junked van in a place called Scary Creek. The cause of death was listed as unknown.
Jack was devastated. The man who once strutted around town with $500,000 in cash was now inconsolable. He blamed himself, saying, "I wish I had torn that ticket up. It's cursed my life." The tragedies didn't stop there. In 2009, Jack's daughter, Brandy's mother, also died under mysterious circumstances. The family tree, once blooming with hope, was now collapsing under grief. Jack's money evaporated. Legal battles, lawsuits, thefts, and reckless spending consumed his fortune. Casinos reported he lost millions at the tables. By 2007, the man who had once been America's richest lottery winner was broke. He admitted that he was living on Social Security checks. The construction business he built from nothing was gone. The charitable foundation he started was dissolved. And with his money, his reputation vanished too. Once celebrated as a generous folk hero, he became a symbol of the lottery curse. In his later years, Jack Whittaker was a shadow of the man who claimed the Powerball jackpot. His wife left him. His health deteriorated. He gave interviews where he openly wept, begging God for forgiveness, saying he had lost everyone he loved. He once told a reporter, "I wish I'd never won. My life was so much easier when I was just a construction worker. I was happier."
I pretty much lost everything I held dear in my life. Money has never meant anything to me. You have to have money to exist in this world, but money doesn't rule the world. Money is not what makes people happy.
Then, on June 27, 2020, Jack Whittaker died at the age of 72, alone, broke, and haunted by the memory of a single ticket that changed everything. Jack Whittaker's story forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. Sometimes money doesn't solve problems. It magnifies them. Jack thought he was strong enough, wealthy enough, wise enough to handle $315 million. But what he couldn't handle were the people, the temptations and the tragedies that money brought into his life. As he once said, "I wish I had torn that ticket up." It's hard not to wonder, what would you do if fortune fell into your lap? And would you survive it? What do you think? Was Jack Whittaker cursed? Or was it simply human flaws magnified by wealth? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.